Number 10 is the splenectomy, because it was the beginning of the bone marrow transplant procedure, and I had a feeling, it was going to be rough, so it has to be number 10. Number 9 will be losing my hair. It was kind of difficult, living without eyebrows and eyelashes and hair. It was, tough on me. Number 8 has to be nurses in French, because when I was in France having the bone marrow transplant, the nurses didn't speak English and I didn't speak French at that time. So it was really difficult to communicate with them at that rough time in my life, and it was really annoying. Number 7 is nausea and vomiting. They have to be in the same level, because they are like, the worst thing that can happen to a cancer patient. Nausea was from day one, from 2007 till 2010. It was like always there. Vomiting just was through the bone marrow transplant procedure. I started vomiting phosphorus stuff. It was really not good. In number 6 we have fatigue. I couldn't do my normal things. I had to quit university for 2 years, and I couldn't do anything, especially in the bone marrow transplant procedure. It was really tiring to do anything. We are in the top 5 now. Number 5 had to be no showers, because I had the port, and the area surrounding it had to be sterile, and I couldn't get water near to it, so it was really difficult. And during the BMT, I had these shivers, and you will be so tired that you don't even want to have a shower, and I started to smell awful, but I kept scrubbing and stuff like that with a towel and foam. We continue to number 4. It was getting sick after the chemotherapy, especially when I came next to children. Their bodies might adapt to an bacteria or something, but my body couldn't, and I get sick like a couple of times, like 10 times. They were really terrible and really tough. I hated them. And in number 3 we have mouth sores. They started to arise during the BMT, and they were really annoying because I couldn't eat or drink anything because of them. They took very pleasant places like my throat and under my tongue and my inner cheek. They were really painful, and I couldn't even swallow water. For number 2 I have a special guest to introduce you the number 2, which is like this and this and this. If you are not a cancer patient, you are wondering what are these 3, in this red bottle. They are the polycytes. I removed 3 and I've inserted 3 and I kept them, to remind me. They were like, getting one out, you are like the most happiest ever person in the world. And when you are, inserting another one, you will feel so bad. And I had like 3 of these little guys, and this is the last one, the smallest bottle. The number 1, or the superstar, or whatever I want to call it, has to be, something happened for me when I was first diagnosed. The first time I went to an oncologist, it was a bone marrow biopsy. It was the most hurtful thing in the world. I didn't know that time I was diagnosed with cancer, and I didn't know what they were going to do. It was like total surprise. The doctor told me to face the wall, and he stuck a needle in my hip bone, and I started screaming. I cried like for half an hour afterwards. It was really painful, and I ache whenever I remember it. It has to be number one. It's like the ugliest thing that happened to me during my cancer experience. Well, these are the top 10. It's been a year and I have been cancer free. Each day I pray and I hope and I send positive thoughts for all the cancer patients in the world, and I really hope that their battles will end, and they will be survivors like me, and they will be as courageous and as powerful as they can to beat cancer's ass. And thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for supporting.